This joint is only a mixtape in name. Like cohesively and creatively, it's much more of an album than any of his other albums that I've heard. Like how he used voicemail, I don't know whether they really happened or they were fictional, but how he used them to introduce content in each songs that describe the ongoings in his life at the particular time was just special. The voicemails, although they were parts to the next songs, they didn't always give us a clear idea of what to expect on the next songs, and it increased the depth and unpredictability of the content. Take for instance now, like after the second song, Lovely, someone was speaking gibberish at the end of the song, and the next song was FYM, that's fuck you mean. The voicemail too, where his baby mama was mocking him and told him to keep it 100. You'd expect the next song to be his reply to her, but in reality, the next song, although titled Keep It 100, it was actually a different story, one of the greatest storytelling I've heard in recent times. And like even with all this mind boggling, it still sounds very, very much attached. That's one of the genius of this album. Stories of suicide on Sorry, robberies on Winter Blues, and parts of Keep It 100. There was relationship nausea on songs like Just Because and We Gonna Be Alright. There's misplaced affection on Lullaby. Regrets and forgiveness on Forever. The evils of the pennies on Literally, and so on. It was just brilliant, man. And the way he put himself out on this album, that vulnerability, honesty, and self-criticism, it was a breath of fresh air in the era where other rappers were self-righteous. Like he didn't put himself out there as a glorious hustler on the come up, rather as a loser with so many flaws who looked like he didn't have any purpose in life. The beats too were good, but it falls short of memorable. Like a lot of people now, like my homies Franco Mujeni might say, what I just said now is controversial. But to be honest, Joyner Lucas' voice and delivery, it overshadowed almost everything. And I think like a few of the beats were noisy, but the majority of the production was dope. Like he bullied all the beats on this album, man. Like transitioning his flow is like breathing air for him. Like his machine gun flow is so easy. Like it's so easy on the eye for him. Like it seems very, very easy. Like I'm sure this man can hold his breath underwater for 1 hour. I'm very sure, man. All the features, Mystical, Steph London and Snow Aguilera, they were very, very awesome and very, very much held their own. They reduced the rating a small bit because they were still not on Joyner Lucas level. He's not the highest form of a lyricist like a Black Thought or a Nas or a Kendrick, but he's still A1, man. He writes very, very well and is also a great storyteller. I think storytelling is his strongest attribute as a lyricist. How he narrated, like how $100 moved from one place to another was. This mixtape, it was one of the best bodies of work of the last decade. Like all the necessities to be a global star and the potential to shake the charts was there. Like after this mixtape, like a lot of rappers like Eminem, Royce the 5'9", they co-signed him, and it was well warranted, man. It's a true classic.